Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are back here at the old school farm, and as you can see, it is still November. I haven't actually moved on any months yet since we started this series, and the reason I haven't moved on any months yet is because we're kind of low on cash. We've only got just under 27,000 in the bank, and I thought we could make a little bit more money. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the combine out of the shed, and we're going to do some contract work. Now we've got this pretty good looking contract here. It's for field 12. We're harvesting some soybeans, and we just have to take it to the sell point down here. So I think that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get the 1086 fired up. We're going to put this on the wagons over there. Get this rolled out of here. Sounding pretty good. Blowing quite a lot of smoke. I did go through and I checked all the oil on this thing and did a quick check over, so it should be good to go. Okay, the wagons are attached. I'm just gonna let the tractor warm up for a second. And now we get to grab the New Holland. I'm just gonna get this started up, and I believe we have a 22-foot header on this, maybe a 20-foot. It's not very big, but it'll do. Just gonna get raised, and I'll see if I can make it out around the deer. Okay, I did have to get the deer out of the way, but we should be good. Kind of a tight fit getting out of here. We may have hit the roof, but we're fine. I'm going to get this unfolded, and I'm going to quickly check it over, make sure we are set for beans, and then we should be good to go. Now, I don't have a header trailer for this, but we're just going to have to go down the road. May or may not be illegal, but it'll be fine. There's not much traffic out. Haven't really driven this combine down the road, and we are taking up the whole thing. I think this is a 22-foot header, just because, it feels quite wide. I might have to let a little bit of pressure out of the tires. It feels kind of bumpy going down the road. It's not a perfect road, but it could be smoother. And I believe we have to turn this way. Take one of the gravel roads. Don't hit the trees. Should be good. That is our wheat field, just on the other side of those bushes. So I think come July or sometime around there, we can harvest that field. Alright, so this is our field. I'm not quite sure what the capacity on this combine is. I think it's kind of low because it's a pretty small grain tank, but we should be fine. Gonna start this up. Okay, may have a few header problems. Okay, if you look at it from the outside, it's not too bad. Might have to get a new header at some point. But we're gonna dive into this field, and I'm already missing some. Shoot. But there we go. It's a pretty skinny field. It is kind of a long field, but I don't know. I don't think it'll take that long. Okay, once you actually get moving, the header seems to be working fine. Alright, I've got steering assist going. We're just going to keep on doing our headlands until we get a full tank, and then I'll head back to the farm and grab the 1086. And I can get the wagons down here, and should go pretty well. Should be relatively calm, I hope. Okay, we're just getting started on our second headland. We're only 35% full. That is not very good. This is a pretty poor yielding field. I still think I'm going to go and grab the wagons at some point, but this field's not yielding too well. I don't think we're going to make a whole lot of extra beans when we fill the contract. Alright, so we are on the kind of straightaway part of this field next to the road, and we are just now over 50% full. This field is just not yielding. We're probably barely going to get any extra beans out of this. I think most of our money is probably just going to come from the contract payment itself. But I have been thinking this field wouldn't be too bad for us to buy later on, possibly. If we ever want to buy land, our best options would probably be farmland 20 or field 12, which does include some forest bits if we ever want to cut down some trees. Or maybe field 4 sometime in the future. Okay, I have gotten back to the farm. I am just bringing the 1086 to the field. I've got the wagons behind us. Not sure if we're going to need both of them, but might as well bring both, even though that field is yielding just terribly. Alright everyone, we finally got a full combine hopper. That took quite a while. But we're going to get this unloaded into here, and I I mean, we might be able to fill up the first wagon. Maybe. We'll see. But we definitely won't be able to fill up the second. That's for sure. I don't know how you could have worse yielding beans than this, because this field wasn't fertilized. It had weeds in it. And also I think it might need to be plowed as well. So I don't know how you could get any worse yielding crops. I'm sure there's a way, but this farmer did not take very good care of this, that's for sure. Alright everyone, that is it. We are done with the field. I'm going to get this unloaded and we'll see if we can fill the first wagon. And we can't. Wow. Okay, that is some bad yielding beans. Okay. Well, I'm going to get this folded up and then we'll take the tractor to the sell point and then we can take this home. Okay, I'll come back and get the combine, but we're going to hop in the 1086, get this started, and I'm going to head to the sell point. Now, the selling point is just up here. For perspective, my farm is just down there, so kind of close to each other. But I'm using a early beta version of this map, and there's no selling points, so I had to put this one down manually. But it's just right here. It's the only selling point on the map. I think there is a newer version of this map that is now out, and I believe that does have selling points. There we go. Okay, so we got almost $1,200 in extra beans. Plus we've got, I think, like $4,500 coming from the contract. So that is pretty good. There we go. Another $4,600 in the bank. So now we are up to $32,797, which is pretty good. Now, if we want, there are other contracts we could do. Like, there is 44, which would give us, I think, 16 grand to harvest, and 46, which would give us almost 50 grand if we harvest it. But I don't want to just rely on contracts. I want to kind of rely more on the crops we have. Maybe eventually get some cattle. But I think in the next episode, we'll probably be maybe planting that field with oats. Yeah, I think that'd work good, because you plant oats in March and you harvest in July. And if we go down here, you also harvest wheat in July. So I think that would work pretty well. We can just do all our harvesting in July. That way we just get one big payout. But I think in the next episode, we will be in March, probably planting our big field. But until then, I would like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.